Alright, hello everybody. We are back with some more Hades 2 Unseen Update related content. Not playing the game today, no, we're making a tier list. I saw Halien's All Aspects tier list, and I was incredibly interested in his video, enough to want to make my own. If you want to make your own tier list, please do go check out Halien's video. Click the link in his description, and it will lead you to this tier list with all the hidden aspects that you can rank for yourself. But I'm going to do it today based on my very limited knowledge of the speed runs, high fear runs, and fun runs we've done so far on the Unseen Update. The plan is to do one of these today, and then probably later down the line, after we've got a lot more playtime in, review the video and change it based on how we then feel. But without further ado, let's hop into it. Anubis first. I'm going to just go down the line, place everything, and then probably replace things based on how it looks. I'm going S tier for Anubis. The attack is amazing. The Omega attack is amazing. The more I play with the special pull, now knowing that if you pull something into the Omega attack, it usually stays in that, and using it sparingly instead of spamming it, the more I like it. And the Omega special also does 1,000,000 damage. I actually had no idea that Anubis has more base channel speed. I didn't even read that part of the aspect. But from Scorch attack builds to Aphrodite, Omega special spam, to Blitz, to Hitch, it is just incredible. If you don't like this hidden aspect, I implore you to continue chipping away and trying it out, because there's a build out there for everyone on Anubis. High Fear Scorch is incredible. Speed runs, Afro Omega special spam with some controlled burn is incredible. Fun runs. What isn't fun to use on this darn thing? I love it so much, and the more I play it, the more I love it. Also, aesthetically, so pleasing. Such a beautiful hidden aspect. And it does such a great job of not being a witch staff, which makes me really happy. Okay, next up we have Aspect of Artemis. I don't think I'll be using NA/the not tested tier. I'm just going to leave it there because this is how the tier list was created. I'm going Artemis and C for now. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just not very fun to play. Especially with Morrigan released now. It just feels like a worse Morrigan. It is a really cool shield. The issue is it's very slow to channel and pop up, so you can't really use it on reaction, which is a shame. And it's more of a preemptive strike to intentionally take a hit and then parry riposte and deal a little bit of crit damage. And the crit damage you get due to how the attack string works really isn't all that great either. But I do enjoy the aspect, and it does look really cool. Okay, next up we have Caron. I'm going S with this as well. The ability to stack Geyser Spout, Prominence Flare, Meat Grinder is both hilarious and incredibly strong on Charon. As of this patch too, Title Ring having Froth and just Title Ring in general has made Charon even faster for speedruns. And it just shreds on any fear. It is also a ranged aspect with a lot of safety and a few strong magic regen options, so it's definitely a top contender at high fear as well, because it can really output some very safe damage. There was also the channel speed rework, which helped it as well, an update or two ago, making it so channel speed would affect the Omega Special Slam. Overall 10 out of 10 aspect. Fun runs, high fear, and speed runs once again. Very well-rounded, very strong. Can't put it anywhere out of S as of right now. Okay, then we have Aspect of Cersei. I think I'm going A for this. It's an incredibly fun new aspect that was flipped on its head from one of the worst in the game to one of the best in the game, and that makes me so incredibly happy. The double casts, one on you and one on your familiar, and the psychic leash in between you is such a cool and interesting mechanic. And with all the cast changes we got this patch as well, having a fun new aspect centered around that makes me so happy. I haven't done speedruns yet with this, but I've seen people post some pretty darn good times. And with a few good Daedalus hammers plus double casts, and I would assume Title Ring, I can't see this being bad at high fear. It might even be a secret monster. Low key. Still probably going to need Wicked Thrasher, Rapid Thrasher, Mirror Thrasher. But supplementing double casts on top of that, double title rangs with Froth, seems really strong. The only reason I'm not putting in an S is because at the end of the day, it is a witch's staff. And the base witch staff isn't very cool or butted. It's kind of just a smack stick. It's not great. It really isn't fun to click or play. It puts me to sleep. So it's getting A. It's close, but at the end of the day, it's still a witch staff, so it can't go to S for me. That's why Anubis could, is because it does not play like a witch staff at all. It does not have the base attack. It does have the special, but it has its own unique pull on top of that. With everything else, it's okay. It gets away with it. Cersei does not. Okay. It's Eos. It's got to be D tier, right? This thing is just awful for high fear, and you're going to time out. It can't go fast for speed runs. It's sort of fun in fun runs, but I think it lost triple combat this patch, and just nothing has happened to it in so long. The Daybreaker projectile is just super slow and just follows the closest enemy. It doesn't do much. You rechannel it and it resets it. There's nothing really going for this thing. You drop the Omega specials, but then you do the Daybreaker, so you lose those extra Omega specials. It just needs help. It could be really cool. It has torch movement. It looks amazing. Eos is like top 3 aesthetic aspects in the game for me. But man, playing this thing is just not fun, and it breaks my heart because I really think it could be with a few minor changes. The Frost Main Hell. I can't lie. I think I'm going A with this one. I love Hell. I made a video recently, actually, discussing all the changes I would like to see with Hell. That was the max attack speed Ares video. It has a really fun moveset. The issue is with the attack being so low in terms of base damage, you really just want to play on hit effects, Scorch or Splash, and anything else doesn't perform very well. And then the Omega attack, you can basically never get out because it takes so long to channel, you'll never see it. And if you ever dash, it interrupts your channel, which is really tough. The special, on the other hand, is fantastic, and the Omega special getting you into Valkyrie and dealing a ton of room-wide damage is amazing. And I do think all the hammers on it are pretty darn fun and balanced. There's not one you're begging for, but pretty much all of them are really, really good, and I like that a lot. I just want to see those minor changes come that we spoke about here and in that video I made, and I would definitely put it S tier. But for now, it's got to sit at A for me. Next up is Medea, the reigning king of Hades 2. And honestly, I don't think it's been dethroned. Medea is still probably the top 1 aspect in the game. It's a lot closer now with the changes made in the Unseen update and the introduction of the Hiddens, but I still think this is the overall monster. It used to be high risk, high reward. Now it's kind of just high reward because it does so much flippin' damage. And not only that, but it's such a unique aspect, and the movement is so much fun. I can't even blame anyone for spamming Medea. It's just great. This aspect has to be like the original perfect aspect. Before the Hiddens released and this patch came out, I always said Medea was the only complete aspect in my eyes in terms of things that just didn't need to be fixed, changed, touched, reworked, tweaked, this or that. It's so good. It holds the world record in the speedrun. It's been cleared on 62 fair multiple times already. And it is just so fun and so strong. It has such a good identity and such a cool way to play it. And there's nothing wrong with it. It is beyond perfect. It has to be the most complete aspect out there, and it just never needs to be changed again. And it's final. It's complete. They did it. GG Medea. Get everything up around that standard. Momus. I think I would give this B tier. At the end of the day, it's a witch staff, so it's got to lose a tier or two, just like Cersei. And it's not as cool. It is fun. You can do some good shenanigans. You're not really going to go very fast with this aspect. And it's decent at high fear, but there's a lot better options for sure. It's overall fine. I think it could do with a little bit of love, but it's not bad. It's in a solid spot. It's just there. It exists. It looks really pretty. I love how Momus looks. Moros. I have to say, I haven't played much Moros in the Unseen update, and there was a big torch change, and I've been meaning to play more. But from what I've seen, on both high fear and for speedruns, it's still incredibly strong. It's just a little different, and Moros has always been a lot of fun, and an incredibly unique aspect. Actually high risk, high reward, unlike Medea. You have to get your Omega specials up. You have to get in on the enemy. You have to deal your damage. Then you have to drop back and do it all over again. I do need to play Moros a bit more, admittedly, and that is something I will be doing in the coming weeks. But I'm confident in putting it above everything else that we've ranked so far. Maybe it might shift. Nergal. I will say, originally, I thought this aspect was bad. However, people have discovered a couple things. Number one, Giga Cleaver is incredibly funny with Nergal healing. Number two, Psychic Whirlwind is the most ridiculous Daedalus hammer on Nergal. We're going to do a video on it soon. But I'm telling you right now, I'm putting you on. Go play Nergal, get Psychic Whirlwind, thank me later. It's incredible. The healing is ridiculous. The damage in AoE is ridiculous. Therefore, I'm ranking Nergal with Psychic Whirlwind in S tier. And Nergal without Psychic Whirlwind, probably B or C. It is a lot of fun without Psychic. It is very cool. It is playable. But 9 strikes without Psychic Whirlwind to get into healing and attack speed just isn't worth it. And the attack patterns don't really do all that much damage either for how slow they are. But I'll put it in S tier only because of Psychic Whirlwind. If you get that, you win. GG, you win. Aspect of Nyx. Oh my Lanta. I'm putting this in A tier. We're not going S with it. It is incredibly strong, but I don't think it's the same as the 4 that are up there right now. Of course, remember the caveat of this is Psychic Whirlwind Nergal only. The issue with Nyx is getting the Omega Sprint off is still unsafe. When you do get it off, it's good damage. The Night Spawns, now able to work with on-hit effects, is incredible. The damage this thing can output is fantastic. Wave Flourish looks like a strong contender for the top special on Nyx. And if you compare that with Shimmering Rockets, you'll go to the absolute moon. Don't get me wrong. I love how this looks. It can go pretty darn fast. I think it is actually really strong at high fear now, and we will definitely be trying it out ourselves. It's just not quite as strong as the other 4 in S, so I'm going to keep it down in A for now, but I do need a little bit more experimenting with this, and I'm excited to continue playing it, and all the changes they made to it are incredible, positive changes, and I'm very excited to see a black coat actually performing well for once. Pan, oh sweet man. I can't believe I'm putting this all the way down in D tier, but after the introduction of the internal cooldown to Poseidon Waves, the one and only Pan build has just been destroyed. It is so sad. It cannot go fast anymore. It can't really do stuff at high fear. You could always do some silly shenanigan fun runs with it, but at the end of the day, waves were waves on this thing and it's all you ever wanted. And they stripped away its only identity, its only build, and now it really can't do anything. On top of that, they added a bigger cooldown for your Omega special based on how many knives you charge. So you just feel stuck in the mud. They ended up reducing it, but it's still not great. And it's so sad to see. This aspect has just been gutted and destroyed. Of course, there is the caveat. I'm putting Pan in D tier. I know I put Nergal with Psychic Whirlwind in S tier, but I'm putting Pan in D tier. If you do get Trick Knives, this thing does go nuclear. With Trick Knives, it's probably in A tier. I will say. But trust the process. We're putting this in D tier. It's way better clickbait this way. You gotta understand, okay? The game's the game. Persephone. I love what they've done with this aspect. It's an instant A for me. And honestly, if you're hitting all level 6s, it's probably an S, because it's just flipping hilarious. If you haven't checked it out, go watch our Persephone Blast build. We had all the blast cooldowns, Smithy Rush, Volcanic Strike, Volcanic Flourish, then to like 2, 4, 5 seconds. And we had a gigantic glow, applying a ton of damage and sadness. It was so much fun. I love degenerate gambling. I love it. And Persephone is that as an aspect personified. I couldn't be happier. I am putting it in A though, because I'm mad at Jonathan Supergiant for nerfing the amount of times you would see level 6s. There was no more dopamine in this video game for me during the Unseen update than playing Persephone and just rolling to a level 6 boon. It makes me so happy, and the fact that you took that chance and lowered it hurts my soul. So out of revenge and spite, you're going in A tier, Persephone. It can go pretty darn fast, and it's probably pretty good at high fear if you just hit 6s all day, every day, and actually just reset forever and start a level 6 like title ring, it can definitely do some damage. That's for sure. Selene coat. You gotta stay in the moat, man. I think it's D tier. With the buffs given to the coat, it's definitely better, but it's still just bad. And honestly, I think it's lost its identity as the Omega coat. Obviously, it's more so the Hex coat, but to get into Hexes, you have to Omega, and Shiva kind of just does the Omega game way better. This thing just sucks to play. It does no damage. You're just begging to get into Skyfall. You finally get into Skyfall. It's awesome. But if you want to use the God Scent and you want to get good upgrades, you have to commit 2 of your keepsakes to Ares keepsake and then Moonbeam, which just hurts my soul to do, is giving up 2 keepsake slots at the very beginning of your run for the sake of decent damage on a Hex. They need to make it so you just start God Sent without Ares keepsake and probably just give you an upgrade set the first time you hit a Hex without having Moonbeam on. It just has inherent Moonbeam at this point. You need to get started on this thing faster. Once you get Skyfall rolling, it's great, don't get me wrong. But it takes so long to get going. It's just not worth it. It makes me sad. Shiva. It's going in S. I don't care what you say. It's going in S. This thing is like top 2 for me. Top 3. Morrigan, Anubis, Shiva, I think, is literally my top 3 personally. I love this aspect. And I just want Jonathan Supergiant to continue to buff it. Please. The Omega Shiva is so much fun. I am sorry, guys, to anyone who enjoyed Attack Shiva. I understand your pain. But move over. Omega Shiva is here to dominate. I love this thing. It can go somewhat fast. It's probably not great at high fear. I just don't care. This is Bowden's personal pick, and it's the only reason it's an S, because I have a blast whenever I play this thing, and I just want to play it more. I dream about Shiva. I think about Shiva. I breathe Shiva. If Shiva has 1 million fans, I am one of them. If Shiva has no fans, I must be dead. I think that's how it goes. I love Shiva. Okay. Soupy? We got some Soupy? I'll give Soupy A. It's Soupy. I don't know. You click a sprint boon and you run around, right? Everyone's been calling it the Vampire Survivors aspect, and I can't agree more. I almost want to put it in B, just because it has 1 ball now. Yeah, it's B for 1 ball. Yeah, it's going B. It's going B, guys. It's B for 1 ball. Can you be mad at me? Why do we take away the second Omega special? What are we doing, Jonathan? What are we doing? Give me my ball back. That's my ball. Anyways, I don't know. B for Soupy. 07. It can still go pretty fast in speedruns. It's actually quite good. And it's probably a monster at high fear, realistically. I just don't know if anyone's really playing it. There is some cool builds with it, too. Breaker's Rush, Heat Rush, Romantic Spark. Even Ares Sprint, people have been saying is a lot of fun. But I'm giving it B because I'm angry. Give me my ball back. Thanatos, it's solid. It hasn't changed. Nothing's really happened to this aspect. They gutted the block mechanic. They destroyed Hell Splitters. They ruined my hopes and dreams. And now it just exists. It's a stat stick. You swing it around. Yippee. There's so much more fun things to play. I just can't really justify clicking this thing ever. It's boring. It bores me. You bore me, Thanatos. It can go somewhat fast, but honestly, Psychic Whirlwind or Gall is just better than it. It's decent at high fear with Psychic Whirlwind, but honestly, Psychic Whirlwind or Gall is just better than it. It's not really that fun to play, because if I'm having fun runs, I'd rather just play Nergal. I don't know. It doesn't do anything special. It's not very unique. It doesn't even feel like it's an aspect. It just has attack speed. It feels like a Mel aspect, and it's not even a Mel aspect. I know it has mortality crit rate, but that doesn't do anything. Morrigan. You all know where this is going. Am I gonna joke? Is it a joke? Is it a joke? Is it a flippin' joke? It's S tier. It's Morrigan. If hitting a triad doesn't make your spine tingle, I'm gonna assume you don't have a spine. It goes really fast. You've seen that on the channel. It's great at high fear because the flat damage is just amazing. You're just doing Omega attacks and then adding 777 minimum onto every one of your Omega attack combos as long as you're hitting a special and an attack. It's great. The design is great. The aesthetic is great. It has great damage. It goes fast. It's great at high fear. It's very cool. What a great aspect. 10 out of 10. I said Medea was the #1 rank ultimate complete aspect. I think Morrigan is like 2. It's so just up there. It's so ready. It's so complete. They made the input buffering better on it. I do think that could use a little bit more work, but I digress. Overall, the design, the concept, the execution, it's fantastic. I love it so much. Melax. It's Melax, right? Honestly, I kind of want to drop Momus down here too. Because it's just like... C tier is just the mid tier. I'm ranking these not only on like performance, but also just like how fun they are. And it's like, does anyone actually click Melax and go like, yippee? I think Nergal just overwrote Melax too. This was the slow, heavy axe, and we just got a slower, heavier axe that looks cooler and has funnier builds. Thanatos and Melax have just been overshadowed, and Nergal just does both of their jobs better, in my opinion. So that's why they're going in C, man. Mel Blades. Yeah, this is an aspect. It does backstab damage. You're using the sister blades. I'm really reserving D tier for the lowest of the low. But C is edging on that. They're not as bad. But they're almost there. And I like what I have in C tier, because it's a lot of bland stuff. It's a lot of stuff I don't want to play. Or click. Or do anything with. We have Melcoat. I think this is genuinely another C tier. It's just a coat aspect with like attack and special speed. It's bland, it's dry, it's a Mel aspect. Play Nyx, play Shiva. Nyx is just better Melcoat. You get to use magic. You have an Omega Sprint that deals damage. You have really cool Night spawns. My reasoning for this is just like, why would you ever click Melcoat when you can click Nyx coat? And of course, with Poseidon's internal cooldown being added to the coat, it means that you can't even exhaust riser. And Poseidon waves. It's just destroyed. And you get no damage out of it. So the one good build is no longer good on Melcoat. So it does nothing. It does nothing. Mel Torches, same thing. They're somewhat cool. I actually like the torch rework versus the old torches. Obviously, you can't just tee fine lines righteous pikes, but you have to make real builds now, which is definitely healthier for the game. And they added some crit to them. But at the end of the day, if I want to play torch, I've got Soupy and I've got Moros. Tell me why I would click Mel Torch. Just what does it do better than either of these? Someone want to tell me? No? Okay. Melskull, it's the same thing, man. I'm degenerately gambling on Persephone, or I'm flying off my rocker on Medea. I'm just not playing Melskull. And Hell exists now. It's just better Melskull. It's Melskull, except I have a rapid-fire machine gun and I don't have to pick up my skulls. What is the point of this? What does it do? It doesn't exist. Get away. Mel Staff is a staff. It's definitely one of the witch's staffs of all time. And it's staffs. Yep, staff. I will say this got changed to be like a special staff, which is actually kind of cool. So it's like somewhat unique. I'm going to put it in B. I think we're going to do a little bit of reordering now. No one leave. We're going to order every tier and we're going to swap things around. But that's my initial rankings. Alright, we're going to go bottom to top. Worst of the worst aspect. I genuinely think it's Eos. That thing stinks. Pan 2. Selene 3. I like it. Okay, this is going to be a tough tier and I might move some stuff up. You know what? Momus is cool enough to get moved up. Melstaff Special is kind of cool. You know what? Artemis can probably get moved up too, because it does have like a unique mechanic. I stand by my opinions on Axe. Like, if you're actually playing either of these instead of just clicking Nergal, I just want to know why. What does it do? What does it do? Melblades, we've got Artemis and Morgan. These do nothing special. Melcoat, yeah, it's here. We've just got better coats. Melstaff, we got better... Or Mel Torches, we've got better torches. Mel Skull, we've got better skulls. I'm happy with this. They're not necessarily bad, but they don't do anything special. They don't iterate on anything. They're not good either. They just exist. So I'm happy with C to B swaps. And now, what's the worst of the worst here? Than's pretty good. And honestly, like, it might even deserve B tier. in terms of performance. It's just not fun or special or cool anymore, and it's fell from its former glory of what it once was and what it used to be. So it's probably the strongest C, but I'm going to keep it here. Melak, same thing, probably the second strongest. Next up, I don't know. Melkote's probably decent still. It just lost Exhaust Riser, Poseidon Waves. And then I would probably go Mel Torches, because they're still kind of cool over Mel Blades. Then Mel Blades, they just have some backstab. And then Mel Skull. I don't know. It shoots some skulls out. Yippee, yaha. I really think Hell just kind of replaced this aspect entirely. Alright, B tier. Soupy is really strong. And then Mel Skulls. I really think Hell just completely replaced this aspect, and I don't think it has a place in the game right now. Okay, B tier. Soupy honestly does deserve A tier, don't get me wrong. But you took away my ball, so as punishment it has to go B. Next up, I would say Momus is more fun than Mel. Staff, just because it's a lot more unique and cool. Mel Staff, I like where it is, and Artemis Daggers. I really like the concept of Artemis, and with a few minor changes, it's like A to S, and very cool. It's just the fact that you gave me a really cool parry shield, and then you made it not a parry mechanic at all whatsoever, and you just can't use it on reaction, which disappoints me. So I like its placing. Okay, up to A. I honestly think Nyx is the strongest A in this group. Wave Flourish, Nyx Coat, Shimmering Rockets is probably one of the strongest builds in the entire game. And it can definitely go really fast as well. Hell is really good, but it only has 2 attacks, and that disappoints me. So I'm actually going to drop it all the way down to the bottom of A. If the Omega attack was usable, if the attack performed better outside of Scorch and Waves, I would love this aspect entirely. I still love it now. I have so much fun playing it, but it just has... It's so close. It's so close to being perfect. It just needs a few minor changes. I like where we have Persephone placed. If they boost the rarity and you get a better chance at more level 6s, it would definitely move up. But for now, we're sitting it here. Moros, Torch changes definitely made this aspect different, but I still think it's incredibly strong and has amazing damage. And I do need to play it myself a little bit more. I think this might be the #1 aspect I actually need to do a run or two on that we haven't yet. Cersei, I love to death. Double cast Psychic Leash is fantastic. The only reason it's not S is because it's a Witch Staff. If you gave it any other attack set in the game, S tier, without a doubt. I like this a lot, though. S, we got to do some swapping. For me right now, it's probably Morgan 1. I love this aspect so much. You guys know it. I've posted so much about it already. I love playing it so much. Triads are so much fun. 10 out of 10. Can go fast. Is super strong. Is super fun. Lots of great builds. Just can't go wrong with some Triad gaming. Next up, I'm putting Shiva. This is easily the weakest in S tier, and it shouldn't even really be in S tier. Probably would give it a B, if I was being honest with myself. But I love it so much I just have to put it in S. It's complete bias. So is this entire tier list, obviously. You can't make one without bias, don't get me wrong. But this is like the most outrageous thing I'm doing. And I know it, and I won't stop. And you can't make me. Anubis 3, without a doubt. I cleared 62 fear on it just the other day. That was great. It's super strong, it's super safe, it's a lot of fun. The Omega attack is underrated. The Omega special is a blast. High fear, speed runs, fun runs, 12 out of 10 aspect. Love that so much. Medea, this is probably the top 1 king of S tier, and I still think it's the best aspect in the entire game. However, since this is Boded's personal tier list, I'm putting it behind these 3, because I do need to play more Medea, and the only reason I haven't played it is because it's not new, and I played it a ton last patch. Super strong, super fun. I just like these 3 more. You would see me click these 3 before Medea. And then I'll go Nergal. I'm going to be honest, guys. We're doing a wee bit of clickbaiting right here. A wee bit of clickbaiting. But I'm not joking. I'm really not joking. Please go play Psychic Whirlwind Nergal and thank me later. It's stupid. It's silly. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't exist. But it does. So therefore it gets the spot. And then Charon. I mean, it's just crazy solid. Couple amazing magic regens. A million cast boons. Great specials. It does 1 billion damage. It's silly. Get some Giga Cleaver. Have some fun. 12 out of 10. That's about that. I need you to now all let me know down in the comments below what you would change. What you would rank where. Why you agree with me. Why you disagree with me. And if you enjoyed this style of video, please do let me know as well. But anyways, alright. Thank you all for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to keep up with more of my Hades 2 Unseen Update content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again for watching. Okay, bye. And a special thank you to all of my members for supporting the channel. Zuko's Honor, Horia Dragomir, Avocado Anna, Ethan Platt, Mice Jr., Shag Daddy, Franzi, Vetatoid, Matt E., Sylph, Rob Wallace, Katarina V., and Seneca.